know enough to fluff. Speak my peace to each, my right, my freedom of speech. And at the same time teach a lesson, expressing myself like a right. The voice of the unheard or the quiet, although the chains of bond have been broken, the shackles of the mind is still holding on the same. Just as a rope on a chain, a whip on my back and a cross in flame. The 3Ks say we're inferior, no, so let's show.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath. Take it.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink.
Drink your
or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. We gotta stay healthy. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come Come on, drink it, drink it, drink it, come on. Lift it, drink it, come on. Drink that healthy air.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath, take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on, come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on, come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move. Stay healthy, family. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Man, family. Man, I am so hyped to be with y'all this morning. So, family, I want to say great Kujichagulia to each and every last one of you. And just in case we forget a little bit later on in the broadcast, I want to give all of the Kujichagulia born a round of applause. Man, family, this is Brother Hakim coming at you today with Gye-Nyame Media's Daily Toast. And we have done it again. I was just tired yesterday, so I just laid down. I took care of a little business. But I want to say greetings. I see a Brother Kwame out there. Some other people out there, and people ain't sounding off, man. Let me know who out there. What's going on? Let's go and get to the toast so that we could do toast and talk. Because I'm seeing that some of y'all like to talk early in the morning. And like I said, we need to get these, we need to get that Gye-Nyame support popping off again. We need to get that Gye-Nyame support. Listen, because some people is falling off. I don't know if they falling off. And I don't know if I should send them an email to let them know that they're falling off or whether they doing it on purpose. I don't know. Maybe y'all might need to give me some advice on that. Should I reach out to those who is falling off? Or just, try to find other people that could, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because it ain't like we got hundreds and hundreds. You know what I'm saying? But every little bit helps. So, family, by all means, check us out and give us support at G&J Media.support. I know y'all be looking at me like, he looking around like he got a studio audience. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, right? I mean, like I said, I'm looking around. I'm prepared as if this is going to be a live show one day where we're going to have an audience at least maybe once a week where we're going to sit down and we're going to have the toast and talk and have a breakfast, you know what I'm saying, for all those that participate. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, I got big dreams, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because like I said, I ain't got to confine my dreams to presently where I'm at, even though the little studio is nice. We got the TV in the back. We got the major computer over here that we got to transfer. I just don't feel like building all these scenes over again. But it is what it is, right? So, I mean, I got all these terabytes over here and all this RAM over here. It's all over here right now, ready to be used. And I'm like, I got to switch all of that, right? I'll be able to move this table. I'll be able to adjust the lights a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be able to jump up and be able to actually do the show. And, maybe that's what we're going to need, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't feel like making the switch right now. Something's telling me, hold on, and I don't know whether that thing that's telling me to hold on is laziness or what. But anyway, y'all know we got some stuff up in the news. And so, some serious stuff that we really got to talk about.
Because, you know, y'all heard about those police officers being shot in L.A., right? Where it was because from the camera, that dude was very little, if it was even a dude, right? They already assuming, because Joe Biden come out talking about assault weapons, and, it looked like homeboy had a handgun. When I think assault weapon, I'm thinking motherfucker running around here with an M16 on the lawn of the state, you know what I'm saying, on the state capitol. You know, I consider that an assault weapon. But this dude looked like he had, or this person looked like they had a handgun. They ran up to the police car, busted shots in the police car, and ran away. Nobody was around. And already, they're assuming, because the way they reaching out, because I posted it up, they reached out. The sheriff is reaching out to LeBron James to play a challenge basketball game so that they could raise money to double the award. The award already is at $175,000. They're already assuming that it's a black person. Now, this is the issue. At this point in time, isn't it awful convenient? I'm just saying. It's like we got a whole bunch of convenient shit happening. We got a dude going to his car with his back to the police, and these motherfuckers just let off. He going to his car. Let him bop, 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 bop. Maybe one more bop. In the back. Then all of a sudden, in Compton, California, 2 sheriff deputies sitting in the car. First off, sitting in the car. During these times, a motherfucker's able to pop up in an alley. Now, ain't no crime happening. I'm just saying, the alley was out off of empty. They ran up, shot 2 police officers in the head. Ran off. The assumption is that it's a black person. Now, I'm smelling some bullshit. But hey, I stay in my lane. I'm not an investigator. I'm just a commentator. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, it's a lot of shit just popping off right now. Now I'm sitting up here like, I just don't. Maybe y'all call in and we can talk about that. I'm going to open up the lines. We're going to do this toast real quick. Folktale for the day, folktale for the week. The thirsty pigeon. We didn't do this last week. A pigeon oppressed by excessive thirst saw a goblet of water painted on a signboard. Not supposing it to be only a picture, she flew towards it with a loud whir and unwillingly dashed against the signboard, jarring herself terribly. Having broken her wing by the blow, she fell to the ground and was caught by one of the bystanders. Zeal should not outrun discretion. Now, I have the means to demonstrate to you how to use this. But we're going to also do the proverb of the day. And when we do the proverb of the day, I'm going to show you how to use the folktale and the folktale of the week and the proverb of the day to change your life. We got the tools. We putting the tools together here at Gye-Nyame Journey, all virtual, all digital. You could travel with them. You could pull them up on your phone. You could do the work, the personal work, and build yourself up. Self-mastery is the key, family. Self-mastery. Or at least, let me put it this way. Working towards self-mastery. Because it's the work. It's the work. And it's a constant and never-ending beautiful struggle that you get to discover the most beautiful and the most powerful thing in the world. You get to discover you. All right, but anyway, Let's get it moving. We about to pour these libations. Is there any other announcements that I need to make this morning? Any other announcements, Black Yoda? Anybody else out there, any announcements y'all need, post them up. For those that are new to the toast, if you have ancestors that you want to add to the list, by all means, feel free. Now remember, we got people all over that tune in later. You know what I'm saying? Don't fill up the list. You understand what I'm saying? Be kind, right? You know what I'm saying? 2 to 3 of your personal ancestors, and you can start building your own salute to them as well. You understand what I'm saying? Because some people, you know, some of y'all come in and y'all be like, give me 20, 30 ancestors. I'm like, wow. I appreciate it, but I'm just like, as we grow, I need people to start, respecting the space, because in a minute, we might have to have a show where we actually just had a toast and just didn't have a talk. But, that's going to require us putting in the work, require us raising the funds so that we can do stuff like that. Because I honestly think that I believe that the ancestors, I believe what we're doing is worth it. So let's go and get this ambrosia. We're going to go with the red. Oh, I'm running low on my personal supply. I still got some gallons left. But the beautiful part about, in a sense, downsizing and doing what I'm doing, I have storage space where I could keep it. I'm thinking about brewing another batch. I really got to think about that. Matter of fact, I think I got a gallon I still got to pour out. And I'm thinking about possibly doing another. Shit, if I do it, I might as well go all the way out, huh? But I don't know if I got enough bottles. I need to count my bottles over there. All right, but anyway. First, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that creator, and we say the word of power, Ashe. And as we recently found out how they say it in Ghana, Yao, right? We lifted it up and we say, Ashe. From their family we move and we lift up our glass and we salute our ancestors and we call on their names. I call their name. Y'all, anybody remember that song? What's that song? Who sung that song? I call your name. Come on now. Somebody out there knows. Some of y'all old. Come on. Who sings it? I call your name. Come on now. Anyway, y'all sleep. Wake up. Wake up. And make sure you like and share. Get your friends on here. All right. Calling on Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown, Singh, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pimenel, Nomo X, Pet Mott Rob, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Hayes, Grace Lundy, Inez Hayes, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sarding and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxor Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jennifer Foster, Charles Jordan, Nicole Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Natalie Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lewis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sir Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Del Hines, Del Hines Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, B.D. Sale Weller, Vita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theodolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keisha Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy, Selby Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie E. Quails, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Ward, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilly Monares, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. Wow. That's the first page. William Walter West, Najla Parrish, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Derek Johnson. So now I got to start remembering the second part. Jim Robson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, and Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Alex Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Prentup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nailon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jingo Shea, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Jean Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, I'm Becca Ellis Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Haskell, Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie, Harriet Tubman Case, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Jordan Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beer, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Ward Pruitt, A.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Morel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevada Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr. Want to be clear on that. Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easy, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazarin Copeland, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Now moving to the legendary Black Book, the Black Book of Ancestors. I know some people out there too young to remember what a Black Book was used for. But the Black Book of the Ancestors, Georgia Giles, James Carswell, Alberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher. We got Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damien Top, Westina Banks. We got Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady Abraham, Isaac Cundiff. I'm Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton. We got Leonard Jones, Shadi Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin. We got Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Cassandra Lynette Lewis, Anderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II. We got Fannie L. Webb. We got Dan Walton, Al T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton. We got Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo. We got Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareem Mackey. We got Victor Bowden. We got Drusilla Kitty Berger. We got Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, Taylor Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Sister Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall. We also have Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac C. Jackson Sr., Drusilla Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow. We have Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, David Julia Lawrence. We got Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Kofer, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson. We got R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth to Don. We got Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florine Stitt Gibbs. We got Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko, D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Geard, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallop, Mama Moon, Jerry Johnson McCallop, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, and Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Nation Builder Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny, and we have Charles Stevens Jr. All right, family, we lift up our glass high for our ancestors that combine us. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, tribe. We lift them up, all our ancestors, personal ancestors, right? And we say the mighty word of Ashe. And we also can say Yow. Man, I like that one, Yow. Even though they get a certain day, I'm not really digging that. I think Quabbin would be good too, but hey, it is what it is. Yow. All right? But anyway, let's go. So from our ancestors, upon whose shoulders we stand upon, who have spread it and opened up the way for us to be standing in this moment and being able to look around and see the moment and being able to expand that moment into greatness. We lift up our glass to this present moment, to the power in this moment. And right now, family, I want you, if you would, open up your reticular formation and seek out the principle of the day. And what's the principle of the day, Brother Hot Tim? The principle of the day is Kujichagulia. And without any further ado, even though I may want to make sure I didn't forget, I want to give all of the Kujichagulia babies a round of applause. That's me. One of those children, man. Woo, man, ain't nothing like being a Kujichagulia born. Oh, my God. All right. You know, enough of that. I ain't going to brag about the greatness of Kujichagulia. I'm not going to do it. I ain't going to do it right now. But family, I ask you to open up your reticular formation, and I want you to seek out Kujichagulia in your surroundings. Seek out Kujichagulia in your world. Seek out Kujichagulia on your job. Seek out Kujichagulia in your family. Seek out Kujichagulia in your hobbies and your habits. Seek out Kujichagulia Identify it. Start seeing it so that you can use it. All right? So, for those that don't know, like, why is he calling today? Why he do that? I don't understand. I don't understand what they talking about over there. Let's see if it works. Man, I don't know why they be blocking my chat. I mean, it's my damn chat and they block it. I just don't understand why they would do me why they do me so bad. You know what I'm saying? Why they treat me so bad. You go to freegnjecourse.com, you can learn you can learn some of the stuff. I ain't gonna say all, but you can learn about Gye-Nyame journey. You can learn about a tribe. Like I said, if you're looking for a tribe, you know what I'm saying, moving you to, you know what I'm saying, let's work together. Let's build together. Let's make history. You know what I'm saying? Let's become historical. Right? You know what I'm saying? You be in one of those pictures. You know, I mean, just think about it. You be in one of those pictures where the kids be looking at about 50 years from now, like, they did some incredible things. You like, or you might just be reading. You know what I'm saying? But you in one of the pictures. Because we striving to do some historical things, family. Some historical things. I mean, just the little stuff we talking about, like just as simple as the greens. I want y'all to just think about that. We just set up a whole day where all over the country people just eating greens that's been grown by our babies. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We got our own little economic dynasty popping off. Because we just decide that we got certain staples and certain things that we only gonna buy from ourselves. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like one day Ambrosia be the libations of choice. You know what I'm saying? Like when we pouring libations, we getting that ambrosia. Like what? When we doing toast, we toast with that damn ambrosia. Like wow. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a little small. It's a little small. It's like I said, a slogan I came up with years ago. This is your small change to make a large change in the community. It was a small change drive, but it still speaks volumes to what we're doing. Your small change to make a large change in the community. We think it's going to be something massive. I'm trying to tell y'all it's going to be small changes that we make as individuals and as small groups that's going to affect black people in the long run. Yeah, there's going to be some major changes too, believe that. But we have to understand it's going to be the small changes that we decide to apply to our lives that's really going to benefit our lives. That's going to benefit us as a community. But without any further ado, for those that don't speak the language, Kujichagulia means self-determination. The demonic principle today is justice. The color is indigo. I got on black. I decided to wear my black one today. Correspondence. Correspondence is the Hermetic law. And male name for the day is Kwabena. That's me. I'm a Kwabena. Any other Kwabenas out there? Female is Abina. That's Gina. That's Navita. That's Tiandra. Am I missing any other ones? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just represent on my day. I keep telling y'all need to represent on y'all days. Y'all, you know, Kwame represent on his day. I'm just saying, you better find your day and stand up for it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have a superpower, it's going to flow about your day. All right. Matter of fact, your day name is your superpower. Self-determination. It's my superpower. All right. We lift up our glass. We salute this present moment because this is all we have. But we're going to make the most out of it. The moment. Ooh, the present. Ooh, such a powerful concept that some of us be letting go to waste. Oh, let's pledge not to let it go to waste, family. We lift up our glass to this present moment and we say Ashe. From there, we move on to our future generations, family, we remember our children before they even born. We salute the ones that's out here doing their thing right now. We all we salute them and their success right now in advance. We're calling it out. We're calling it out. We're calling out the space that we're going to create for them, where they're going to be able to create and be able to operate in fullness without having to hide who they are like many of us have to do. You know what I'm saying? Being able to live in fullness. We lift up our glass to our future generations, sending our blessings into the ether, into the future, so they could touch our children and kiss them on their forehead when we're not there. You understand what I'm saying? They'll know it. Oh, I feel so good right now. You know what I'm saying? Projecting some of this energy forward. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, where do we go? It's a very simple journey. We go to all of our relations and we lift up our glass. We say, Ashe. From all of our relations, where do we go? Come on, Brother Hatim. Where do we go from here? From all of our relations, we lift up our glass for that selfish toast. This is for you. What is it that you need right now to move into your greatness? We lift it up to you. Come on now. Say it. We got all this energy here. We lift it up. We say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Very simple journey. We go to the tribe. We're lifting it up. Who your tribe? Who your team? Where your crew? You know what I'm saying? We lift it up. Mine is Gye-Nyame. What's yours? We throw it up and we say, Ashe. From there, family, last but not least, I want to lift up my glass to the most beautiful, the most inspiring, the most motivated, uplifting, brave, warrior, or at least somebody on the warrior path. I lift my glass up to you. Lift it up to you. We say, Ashe. 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 Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Man, all right, cool. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to open up these lines. We're going to open up these lines. Let me change scenes real quick. All right, we're going to open up. We're going to open up some lines. That's what we're going to do. Oh, before we open up the lines, I'm so glad. All right, let me get back to it. Got a little bit of work to do. I'm going to open these lines and then I'm going to share my screen with y'all. All right, there we go. Maybe it saved my settings. I want to make sure that I had it. All right, I'm on a proper mic. Cool. All right. Lines are open. The black line is open. Let's see if they'll let me do it on. Let me refresh this screen. Maybe then they'll let me start posting out. Black line. Okay, it posted up. I had to just refresh it. All right, so the black line is open, but before we even go to the news, let's go to the news scene and let me walk you through this. I didn't want to do that type of Let's do this. All right. So the proverb of the day. We already heard the folktale today. Proverb of the day is on, I need to type it in, page 93. Coming from African Deep Thought. We making it through, huh? Say we are on chapter 1, Proverb 42. Say the knowledge holders. You see that little page? Ooh, that's cold. That's cold. Look at that. Ooh. Say the knowledge holders. Evil is a force fearing conversion. Right? So those that are on 21 Day Nguzo Saba Challenge, or you just using this book for your personal development, you go through and you answer the questions that are presented. But then we're going to bring it over to the 21 Day Nguzo Saba. There we go. This is the writable handbook. I ain't going to start writing on this. We're going to work through some stuff together. I got a little bit of work. We got a little bit more work to do with it. We'll go through the instructions. I'll show you how to use it. But anyway, it says example activities to work on during your 21 Day Nguzo Saba Challenge. Hashtag fasting, improving diet, losing weight, smoking cessation. That's what I'm going to have to work on. Getting in shape, overcoming fears, getting control of finances, starting a business, writing a business plan, working on relationships. I'm going to have to get them to change that. So yesterday, y'all see, we was on emoji, because this is emoji. This is the color for emoji. You can start at any time, because it's, you'll be able to come back and redo it and refill it in. But right now, we are on Kujichagulia. Why are you taking the challenge? So this day is Kujichagulia date. You put the date in there. Boom. You got, why are you taking the challenge? You put that in there. You got a little space right here for you to throw some personal notes. What's the folktale of the day? It should be folktale of the week. I'll change that. But anyway, folktale. You got the folktale. We did it this morning. It was the pigeon and the water. Boom. Think about it. Boom. Like, I can't think about no folktale 7 days. So, okay. You think now, huh? All right. Proverb of focus. We just did the proverb of focus. You can sit up there and write this in here, or you can also do it in the ebook that comes with the proverbs. This is the proverb of the day. Boom. Lesson from this day, right? So these you start the day off with. Boom. You work through the day on this. This is a review. So actually, I could review what I did yesterday in this space. So what that's going to do is that's going to force you to have to come back on the Imani from later on this week. Well, actually, this one probably will be blank, but you could always come back and lesson from this day or lesson from yesterday. I could put it down there. Now, for those that's really want to sample some of what we do at Gye-Nyame, the daily toast, you know what I'm saying, where you there, boom, what you pick up, you can go and write that in there. And I don't think it's a limit to how much you can write. Did you work out this morning? So what you did, so you could track it. You got the cold shower piece. Yep. We talk about the cold shower because there's some good stuff in there that you could do. Also, I got a blog as well as a video about it. Then, oh my God. So I got to get them to fix that too. Look at oh my God, the spelling is, oh my God. All right, so I will send him a note to let him know to go on and fix this warrior diet. Are you trying it? Boom, keep a track of some of the stuff that you eat. Because part of initiation is, it's a lot of it's self-driven. Are you willing to push yourself? Right? But anyway, this part is for those that want to go a little bit farther, a little bit deeper. We could talk about that a little bit more. And there's a little bit more coming in instructions up here. You got the instructions, step-by-step instructions. But I'm going to have to go and talk to him about his diet. Well, it's right here. How is it wrong in the other ones? I don't understand. All right. I don't understand, but it's cool. All right. So lines are open, 614-556-4535. Once again, lines are open, 614-556-4535. Let's go on to some of the news today. Let me refresh. Oh, that's a nice picture there, Brother Hatim. Nice lighting. Nice little studio. Man, that's a nice picture there. That's Daily Toast Kujichagulia. So y'all see the numbers. They said people reached 28 days. Let's go to yesterday. Let's see how many people was reached yesterday. 150 yesterday. Post engagements 112. Page like 0. So now what happens is if Gye-Nyame is not throwing up money let me repeat this. If Gye-Nyame is not throwing up money, they make it very hard for people to find us and to like us. As long as we throwing up money, we can keep the likes coming in all the time. You know what I'm saying? Unless y'all sharing. And some of y'all be sharing, but it's like, boom, if it's not pushed, you know what I'm saying, it's cool. I understand the hustle. I ain't knocking the hustle. Right now, this is us right here. They say we reach one person. Engagement 0. This, we lie right. We lie. Oh no, that's the little post I put up. Here we go right here. All right, it says only one person on here. According to our statistics, that might be a little bit wrong. 17 people reach 4 engagements. I guess that's all me, but that's cool. All right. We got something from the New York Post, and I stop posting them because after reading some of their articles, I feel a certain slant in their writing, especially when it comes to us. But I had to post this one up because I needed a laugh, and I wanted, I'm not gonna read it with y'all this morning, but I want y'all to just check out the title of her book. We Need to Talk, a memoir about wealth. Jennifer Reicher. I'm a millionaire, and it's really hard being rich. Trust me, it's hard being rich. It's a great amount of responsibility that I wouldn't wish on anyone else. Bring me another bottle of ambrosia, please. It's like, hey, man, listen, I just be going through. Well, Kwame say he here now because you on Twitch. You counted on the Twitch numbers, man. They be tripping. I'm a millionaire, and it's really hard to be rich. All right, here we go. It's the assumption that the shooter is black. L.A. Sheriff Alex Villanueva challenging LeBron James to match reward money for gunmen who ambushed 2 police officers. So, they challenge us, right? You know what I'm saying? We challenge the police to get rid of all the goddamn bad apples. How about that? Let's match the enthusiasm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about there's only a few bad apples, but like somebody always said, man, if everybody on the force know who these bad apples are and nobody's doing anything about it, then everybody is. It's sort of like if the rules apply to y'all like it applied to the street, y'all would all be taken to jail for conspiracy. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because you know, right? You was part of it. You part of the crime. All right, no, let me make sure the line, the line is open. I'm assuming the lines are open. All right, let's get back. Oh, make sure, family, click on that try button. Stop playing with me. Get on the try button. You know what I'm saying? Come on over here and share some of your creativity on our own property. You know what I'm saying? I understand y'all. I understand y'all got a part of business on Facebook Street and Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff. But I'm offering you your own real estate. I'm offering you your own land. I'm not gonna say it's Wakanda, because I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan of Wakanda. All right. So, I'm just saying. Anyway, especially after they stopped the revolution, Killmonger, because Killmonger was trying to start a revolution. I just want to point that out. He had some asshole tendencies, but they did stop the revolution. Just saying. So, if you haven't seen the shot of the person running away, you know what I'm saying? We don't know the race. I mean, because this dude was totally covered up. It's almost like you call it an ambush for a reason, because this dude, whoever did it, is in a sense almost either had enough time after he found out they were there, or he knew that they was going to be there. He had on all the covering so that he could get away. He only wounded them, and I want to be clear on that. He only wounded them, shooting at the head. He only wounded both officers, and I'm very suspicious about stuff like that. I mean, that was a well orchestrated hit. Well orchestrated. All right, but I'm just saying. So now they want to challenge LeBron James to match the $175,000. No, LeBron need to tell him, no, I'm paying tuition for a bunch of black kids in Akron. How about that? Why don't you match that? Why don't you help me with that? Congress failure to pass stimulus had a devastating effect on people of color. That people of color thing. I mean, that's cool. But y'all know, black. They got the number here. That's black. Affected. Yeah, there we go. So we know white Americans is down here. So usually where they have us at ain't usually too good a place to be in. I'm just saying. Of course it did. We know that. We ain't even got to read that. Trump health aide pushes bizarre conspiracy and warns of armed revolt. Now, the word on the internet, and I'm going to say that one of the people that start throwing the concept around is America is a failed state, or it's a failing state, is one of our brothers, Brother Greg Carr. He's been saying and been warning about the decisions that America make and how it could push us into a failed state. But when you start having officials being allowed to come out and spout some of the stuff that, like this dude, Trump health aide pushes bizarre conspiracy and warns of armed revolt. This is from the New York Times. Michael R. Caputo told a Facebook audience without evidence that left-wing hit squads were being trained for insurrection and accused CDC scientists of sedition. Somebody on the line. How can I help you?
What's up?
What's going on, my friend?
Oh man, I'm coming in late. I got a call from wood this morning.
You had to do what? You had to chop wood this morning.
I got a call from Wood, Hollywood, this morning.
Oh, okay. Was it good?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a brief call. We just talk about the kids and the school thing and everything. And I don't know what's the subject of the day. I don't want to take you off.
Oh, I'm on the news now. You know, ain't no subject of the day. I don't have a subject of the day. So right now I'm talking about Donald Trump's health aide. Trump health aide pushes bizarre conspiracy and warns of armed revolt. So we got, so in a sense, Greg Carr stated that if America ain't start making better, basically, is the talk on the internet now is that America's a failed state. And when you look at the failed state, if there was 4 points, America's hitting about 3 of those motherfuckers. And we really got to look out. We got to really look at that and look at what that means for us. Because, you know, if we wasn't getting shit when it was a working state, you know what I'm saying? And getting treated like we was treated, getting treated as a working state, y'all better tribe up. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm just saying, better tribe up. But go ahead.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question for you.
A serious cancer? Who keep the average cancer? Hyper than a heart attack, nobody smiling? Go ahead.
If we don't have a full-scale plan on leaving, of starting our own, don't you think we feel obligated to make America stronger?
I have no doubt about that. We do. We do. But the problem is, you know what I'm saying? America is like,
I ain't got no other place to go right now.
Me neither. And see, and this is what's crazy, because you'll have other people be like, I got enough money, I can move to another country. I don't need, I be listening to this shit sometimes. I be like, I really don't believe that you will actually say that to when the majority of people that might be listening to you might not have no choice to go no place else. I know I can't.
Well, that's what happened during slavery, right?
What, didn't have no place to go?
Where was they going to go? Well, how was they going to work? They became sharecroppers. They became sharecroppers after slavery. They stayed on the plantation. Some of them did. They had no place to go, bro. They had no economic resources. They had no place to go. They'd never been nowhere before. So a lot of them just stayed.
I wish I could argue with you. Well, I can argue with you, but I won't.
Well, I mean, we know the history, right? I told you my father-in-law 75 years old, right?
Right.
So he told me a story about him working a whole week and making, I think, like $14. And I had to pause the story, right? And I was like, are you sure you weren't actually a slave? And he said, well, damn, now that I think about it. Upon reflection, he realized that, you know what, I was post-slavery, but it was just a different version.
Right. I mean, we spoke about like you spoke about the buildings, the state building downtown. We know that in many ways, because one of the pieces that we need to be able to discuss with our children as well as with each other is that part of the reason that America made a come up in the way that it did was the fact that it had at first free labor, even though some people will be like, it wasn't free. They paid for them. They paid for them to eat. Okay, motherfucker, okay. Go on say that to the wrong people. You're going to get punched in the face. But anyway, but free labor and very cheap labor is what made America what it is today, which is what...
You remember?
Go ahead.
You remember the question we always used to ask when we was getting woke? And then we always had the answer, and it always would be funny, especially when we think about it now. We'd always, hey, man, what kind of slave would you have been, man?
I never asked that. I never.
Would you have been on the,
I never asked
porch,
that question.
Man?
Go
would
ahead.
You have been in the field? Would you have been in the field? Would you have been on the porch? And people always, hey, man, I'd have been a dead slave.
Oh, not me. I ain't never said no shit like that.
I've always heard people say things like that. And I always say to myself, well, then how would your people be here?
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is this right here.
Exactly.
Yeah, so...
Because I realized a long time ago, with those type of discussions, what you was basically saying was that your ancestors were weaker than you.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, it took a strong person to make sure that they tribe survived.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
A strong person to make sure they tribe survived. Listen, man, we was talking about raising our children the other day, and you was talking about, I was like, damn, you whoop your kids down, log in on time? I know you was joking, right? But you was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I don't be playing around here. And I was thinking about what kind of child I was and what it took to motivate me. And all children are not motivated the same way.
Right.
And so corporal punishment, hands-on, that might not work with every child. And
right.
I think my mother figured that out early on with me, that wasn't going to work. Like, I'm going to tell you what, sometimes you got to, like, execute psychological warfare on your child to get them to do stuff, right? For instance, my mom, I remember this vividly. She killed a cactus. Now, I don't know if you know how hard it is to kill a cactus.
Go ahead.
But I watched that cactus die, and I knew that my mama was not to be fucked with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now, you do know I know where your mama live. I'm so sick of you talking about. Listen, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No. Just examine the psychology behind some shit like that. Like, I've been whooping this motherfucker and it ain't working. But what can I do to motivate this motherfucker? Let him know that I'm a straight killer. I kill shit that ain't supposed to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, that scared me more than anything. Like, a whooping wasn't shit. I used to look at that cactus turn brown, and I'm like, how the fuck do you kill a cactus?
Damn, when I think about it, how do you kill a cactus? Kwame, how you kill a cactus? Kwame said, I know that's right. How somebody out there, he said, I know that's right. Because at first I was like, it's just a cactus, but then I'm thinking about this motherfucker come up in the desert, in the heat.
Well, nobody bothering it whatsoever. Ain't nobody coming over there watering it.
You ain't got to water it?
I got 3 cactus in my house right now. I'm looking at them.
They might be looking at you. Like, after they heard the conversation, like, oh, shit.
Exactly. This conversation was for them. I have cactus in my house because of that whole incident. You
trying to make up to the cactus spirit or something? What's going on?
No, it's just like, can you keep something alive? Can you, you know, because think about this for a second, man. Think about the first, when you became a father, the first time you held your baby. Did it hit you that you was responsible for that life that was in your hand?
Not the first time.
Okay. But it's hit you before with some of your children.
Oh, man.
Is it overwhelming? Is it overwhelming?
Oh, man.
Does it hit you?
Oh, man. Listen, it's overwhelming and humbling because it's so much, because I've been in so many situations where I couldn't imagine having my children in and being able to protect them at the same time. Somebody was going to have to, you know what I'm saying? I was going to have to really cash it in, which I don't mind doing, but I could really see that. Or I could, you know, like niggas, I mean, but a group of motherfuckers running up on you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just like, it's so much shit, and you be like, man, I need to, I make some changes.
Hits you, man.
Oh,
that
man.
feeling hits you, man. And it's like I said, the word I use is overwhelming. I held my child, and I was like, I'm responsible for everything that you need right now. And I was like, wow. Like, wow. And the things that I'm not responsible for, the Creator got. He holds you down on the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, you know, the beautiful part about life is that same child that give you that same feeling will make you want to take it from them.
Make you want to take that life. Like, hey.
But take your, you know what? You just took that feeling from me, boy. Come here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's, we don't understand what our parents went through us until we become parents ourselves.
I mean, but then that gets to different ways of learning, because some people have to go as Shaka Khan say, some people have to go through the wire, go through the fire and shit, in order to get it. You know what I'm saying? One of my daughters can learn. I know one of my daughters can learn from just watching and experiencing, but another one of my daughters has to experience the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some people that are audio learners. You got some people that can learn by watching. You got some people that might need to actually. I mean, it's many different ways, and it's different combinations of those. So
that's so dope that's so dope that you said that, because I got off the phone with you yesterday or the day before, and I was thinking of something. You know, our generation were the emulators. We saw somebody do something and then attempted to do it. For instance, did anybody teach you how to rap, or did you see rap and then imitate it?
I seen it and imitated it. With no lessons.
Did anybody teach you how to play football, or did you see it and emulate it?
I seen it and then got coaching. So
and then you got coaching,
right? But we played football without anybody teaching us how to play.
How does that happen? Like, for instance, my son, my 5-year-old, was counting in Russian and doing his colors in Spanish, and ain't nobody teach it to him. He just watched it on YouTube.
Right. Now, because I was watching the video on this. Part of that is that children are designed to absorb information for their very survival. So
exactly,
we are able.
Who feeds me? How do I get fed?
Right. Not only that, but how do I talk? Because it ain't like you get talking lessons. You just learn is your brain. Right.
Emulation. We don't even know what words mean until we use them. So no doesn't mean anything until somebody responds to it.
Right.
And then you know what no means.
Right.
Like if your mama tell you to do something and you say no, then what usually follows up with that is a dead cactus.
I like how you be. You got that comic timing. That was good, man. You brought that shit all the way back around. That was good.
I've been practicing that.
But yeah, so it's not. It wasn't just us. We got to understand. I mean, this is why toys. When you think about it, this is why toys came about, because toys give children an opportunity to play. But what we did, we done took it all the way to the field of play. The toys back in the day would be, if my daddy was a shoemaker and shit, I was playing with the tools.
Then you got a
running.
little hammer, you got a little plastic hammer, you got a little plastic thing, and yeah.
Even before the plastic,
hold the tools properly.
Even before
hold the tools. Yeah, we did. We had metal die
right.
because we wasn't killing each other back then. Right.
They ain't killing each other now. But
they stopped making them toys like that because the metals and the plastics were actually
toxic.
We weren't supposed to be fucking with that shit. But okay, that's dope that you said that, because we were just talking about a little boy just got killed by his little brother playing with a gun, and I was telling my father-in-law, I'm like, did you ever play with guns? And he was like, hell no. I said, me neither. I would get my arm broke, or maybe worse than that. I said, sometimes we call ourselves keeping things from our children, and that's what makes them go explore them. In other words, the gun is dangerous. We know that, right? But it's a necessary that we have in our home.
But
okay?
Let me say this to you.
If we're negligent enough, listen to this. If we're negligent enough to not have that gun put away, and that child gets it still, I'm telling you this for a fact. I'm telling you about my experiences specifically. There was a gun in every room of our house. My father kept a gun in every room. There was a gun in the kitchen, the living room, maybe not the bathroom, but his bedroom, one under my bed, one under my sister's bed. And guess what? He never touched that motherfucker.
But now,
he never touched that motherfucker.
But
never.
Hold on. But it wasn't that you just didn't touch the gun. It was that you had experience with this man in the power of a gun.
That was the second part of it, the devastation that a gun can cause. We went hunting. Exactly. I'm going to open up that lane. I watched bullets pierce the flesh of animals and them die in front of me. So I knew the power of the gun. You're right. You're right.
And that's what's missing from a lot of these homes. They got guns in them, and they got kids playing with guns on video games, but they don't actually get to see the real power and the real devastation that this gun could bring. Because it's a whole different thing. Because not only would you watch the animal die, you would have to carry that motherfucker back to the car. You would have to help clean that motherfucker.
Pump the brakes.
Go ahead.
It's a process. And it's a process so that this is something, we're not hunting out here so we can put a mantle on the wall.
Right.
We're hunting so we can eat this animal.
Right.
Okay, so that means that there's not dragging him to the car and then gutting him. No, you got to gut him right there as soon as he stops breathing. Might have to slit his throat because he's still breathing. Because now the wound might be poisoning the meat. However he got shot. You try not to shoot him where his bowels or his urine will infiltrate the actual meat that you're going to eat. So it's imperative that you gut him field dress is what it's called. It's imperative that you field dress that animal immediately. All right. So, and he's releasing fear hormones and toxins into the meat because of how he's dying. Right. So break it down. So now we got to gut this Joan. You got to slice him up, his chest plate and all this. I'm with the knife. I'm with the blood on my hands. I'm with the wiping the sticky blood on the leaf trying to get the leaf off. Boy, fuck that leaf. Get this damn. Hold this heart. Hold this heart. Don't throw that away. What? What the fuck did you just say? Hold the heart. Don't throw it away. Yeah, don't sit down either. Did this motherfucker just beat in my hand? Oh, shit, Daddy, it's just beating. Boy, back up. Just hold it, like I said. That's a different kind of childhood than these kids are experiencing.
I mean, but now your childhood, for many in the generation before you, was common.
Exactly.
So a lot of shit that didn't, how can I put it? A lot of shit that's not happening in our homes. So, I mean, you be like, hey, where carrots come from? The grocery store. And you can't really be mad at them because it's like this is the extent of their experience. So when we talk about building community, we're talking about building community with with maybe a generation or two generations of people who have never really had to do any of the heart holding, as you would call, any of the beating heart holding that you would have to do in order to really do some of the stuff. So when we talk about America's falling, we really need to go on and like I said, I stress tribing up so that we could be able to help each other because certain skills may be needed, not necessarily, but may be needed. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, one day soon we might, a whole group of us might need to find sustenance off a deer. And understand that, like you said, you can't just drag that motherfucker to the car. You gotta gut that. You gotta take care of all that now, or that meat will be absolutely no good when you get it home.
And that's dead ass. Bro. And listen, man, the shit is way I remember one time we was about to go hunting. And, when you go hunt, you got to get up early in the morning, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning to jump in the truck or the car or the camper or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So I remember this vividly. My dad said, do not take a shower. And I don't even know why. I got up and I took a shower and I was smelling like Dove.
Right.
And he was going the fuck off, man. My mother woke up and said, boy, didn't know? He didn't know? Well, apparently deer have a high sense of smell.
Yeah.
So he had told me that for a reason. Okay, so boom. So he says, well, now I got to spray him with the deer scent. So unbeknownst to me or my mother, deer scent is actually deer piss. Did you know that?
Yeah. I mean, that's how they mark their territory, just like the dog. Yeah.
Yeah. This motherfucker sprays me with deer piss. And then we get in the car and we drive like 2 hours to go hunting. So the whole time we in the car, the shit is like with the windows open up, you know what I'm saying? It's the wintertime. We gotta go hunting in the wintertime, right? So the windows is up. We like 4 deep, my uncles, me, and I'm sitting there squeezed between these motherfuckers, smelling like deer piss, right? And I said the only thing that in my child mind made sense to me at the time, I reach up between the seats and I look over at my dad. I'm like, you could have just waited to spray me when we got there, nigga. Hey, this is the shit that would get me whacked, right? Like, this doesn't make sense. Why would we be riding like this? Like, are the deer? Can they smell us in Columbus? Is that what's going on here, man? You crazy, man. That was the shit that used to make me think he was fucking nuts, man. See, that's the shit that made the hunting experience fucking torturous. You know, man, you ain't got no sense to spray me when we get out the car there. What the fuck?
Part of the ritual, man. You part of the ritual. You was being initiated.
Oh, I was getting punished.
Right.
I was getting punished for taking a shower.
That's called yeah. Because you actually
what is
receive,
it called? Psychotic?
No. It's called we talked about it yesterday. It's cause trauma. It's a certain type of trauma. Ain't always bad. Ain't always good either. You know what I'm saying? But it's a trauma.
But like you said, you don't know how everybody learns, right?
Right.
Like we might not know this about our brains, but we might. Well, I know we do. We might learn through our sense of smell.
We do.
Okay.
Certain memories. I mean, it's like, but like certain memories pop up with certain smells, just like with certain songs. There's you know what I'm saying? Well, we got to understand that the learning process is not limited to school or to the pedagogy that they are throwing upon us. The learning situation is a lifetime of things. It ain't just us sitting down talk with each other. Is our children learn from what we do. Like if I leave this motherfucker on, if I leave enough stuff on and leave my daughter here, Gina will come down here and do a whole motherfucking show.
So
yeah. But then I have to be like Joe Jackson. I'm gonna let you do a show live right now, but if you get it wrong, you understand what I'm saying? Because the point is, but she watches and she knows how to do this, but she has problems with sitting down and focusing in school. You understand what I'm saying?
You know why?
My issue is
this generation was born. This generation was born with instant access to every fucking thing. So their attention. I thought this shit was crazy too. I got young children younger than you. My son, I can't teach him to sit down and hold a pencil and write his damn name.
Control trauma.
But he's speaking in Russian, counting in Spanish, knows his planets in Spanish. Who knows their planets in Spanish, bro? Why do you know your planets in Spanish?
I mean,
who told you needed to know that?
Well, I mean, a lot of the cartoons told him that.
No. He finds this stuff on YouTube.
Right.
That's why, because he looks for it.
Right.
And the thing is that how do you know what to look for? How do you know what to look for? So you got to know what to do with your child's mind, or you will be a hindrance to them. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's where my parents, I ain't gonna say failed, but I expressed interest in things that I'm doing now as an adult that if we had did them back then we probably all have been rich. You feel what I'm saying?
Or you could have been bored with that shit and just thrown it on a pile of the other shit that you might have been. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think I would have played a better Theo than Malcolm Jamal Warner?
You in Columbus, Ohio, dog. Yeah, I you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, yeah, you possibly could. You was a good actor. You was a good actor. You was a good comedian. I mean, we all saw that shit. You know what I'm saying? But we got to understand that the generations that our parents came from, the chances for that was slim. You come up in a generation, in a sense,
if you don't know what to do with your child's dream, then you will be a hindrance.
You got to understand that our parents come from a situation where they weren't allowed to dream. So,
wow.
Really think about it. Think about.
Wow. No, they had to work hard.
Hell yeah. That was nigga being able to keep a job. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Nigga, they financed our ability to dream and to rebel. Come on now.
Oh, wow. And you know what? That's exactly what I would get when I would be like, man, I want to be on TV, man. I want to be an actor. I want to be a comedian. They motherfuckers was looking at me like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. That's some lazy shit. That's a lazy man's dream.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
That's a lazy man's dream.
Right. And the issue is, and then also think about what I told you yesterday. You know what I'm saying? As far as the laziness. You know what I'm saying? Why it was such a sin for us. I got to find a way to keep you busy. I can't keep you busy if you talking about you want to be an actor. Nigga, you act like you're doing this work. Act like you clean up your room.
Act like you don't want your ass whooped.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to. Yeah.
Because really, when we look at our parents are 2, maybe 3 generations out of slavery, dog. And then
exactly.
And then think about this. Our parents were still alive when Jim Crow was popping off.
Well, somebody broke it down for me. He's like, that's a generation that believes the lie.
See,
like if I work hard,
right.
if I go to school, then I could be treated equal. Remember, that was that whole equal rights generation.
Well, see, now I will even push back on that, because for many of our people, it wasn't even about being treated equal. It was just about being able to get what you deserved. And many of our parents were able to live some real good parents and grandparents because of the hard work and the ethics that they had. They was able to live all right lives.
Shit, my daddy retired a millionaire. What you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
Working every fucking day, never starting his own business. Working every day, buying stock in the company that he worked for, working on Sundays. This motherfucker retired a fucking millionaire.
And that's the point. Our brother Kwame said their dream was that we could afford us more.
That was his dream back then, working for somebody else.
Right.
And retiring.
And listen, Kwame said their dream was that we could afford us more opportunities and experiences than they had. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's basically what happened. I think it's what's the day? I think the day is Allende's birthday. But Go ahead.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta get out of here. It's 8:34. I need to get over to the adventure and get my girls started because I know they ain't logged in yet, and it'd be my fault.
Oh yeah, that was what Hollywood called me about.
Yeah, he
was like, "How can you do a show and you?" Never mind. Anyway, so.
Tell Hollywood I don't ask how he do half the shit he do, doing what he do.
So you already know what he asked me to do.
Right. Tell that nigga Deanna getting a D now. He keep fucking with me. D for Deanna. Keep on messing with me.
Keep running your mouth. Keep running your mouth. All right, bro.
All right, family. I want to thank y'all for joining us. This is Gye-Nyame Journey, and we are out.